factory and you have to take the things off the rice or the grain or whatsoever you have. And you have to pack it, and then, so there's your factory. Then he built a wall around the vineyard. So wall means protection. The Trump want to build a wall just so the people cannot come in. Israel had built a wall, that the whole Gaza Strip is a wall. There is a very tiny piece there. What is nice on the piece, one side is actually access to the sea. It's just there at the seaside, then the rest is Israel, and then they have a little piece here at the south of the stroke, which go to Egypt. Now, it's very difficult now. Israel are going to destroy the city in the north. They say you have to go to the east. And now all the people walk to the east, but Israel don't want to allow the people into their country. They have not food, not water, not medicine. Now, at the other side of the border is no deserts, it's just desert there. Lines and lines of trucks of supplies. But Egypt don't want to open the border. So now this big negotiation with Egypt. You say, you don't want the people there because we come in, they will stay in Egypt. And we cannot handle all the immigrants. We are not a rich country. You see now, the farmers go to the cities, the immigrants want to go to the rich countries. It's just a force. The hell they say, all right, they will only take women and children and old men, but not soldiers. They don't want Hamas, the terrorist people coming to Egypt, and they cause problem in Egypt also.
Yeah.
But they close their borders, so there's a big thing. There the people stand with their little packages and the women, they can go nowhere. And on their way, they fall bombs. Not only from Israel, but from the Hamas, because they say the people cannot get out of the north of the city. Because they want to, because if the Israel take it over, then they can say, you see, you killed the woman and the children. Then they get some, you cannot do this, you cannot children. You can kill the men, but not the women and children. And the babies, babies have the highest priority. Alright, so, security. But what's strange here in the parable, then he built a tower. No, the tower is to look out for the enemy, they come from far. To make ready, if they come, that you can defend yourself. Because the people work there, now they have to stop working, they have to defend. Two elements. The one is more internal security, the other is more external. Very interesting. Two elements for security. To protect the vineyard. Maybe first from little animals that can come in, and then the first for real enemies that want to take over. Surely, the farmers want to protect their wealth, their property, their income, what is livelihoods. They built all them already security, so there's levels of security, external security and internal security. Now, surely we have built a lot of things in the past for external security. We have a police force, a defense force, you have a gate, you have also a wall, all sorts of the external, but have we protect our children from the internal security? Now, what is the internal security? The This is their education. This is their propaganda. This is the media. This is the information. This is your TikTok. This is but we have no protection for the eternal. We have not really a wall. The wall is the internal security. Look insignificant, the little animals or whatsoever that come in. So Jesus already see these two types of security. Outward security, inside security. So we have no inside protection. So surely this is a big, the inside is more dangerous. So the Bible says, out of the mouth of the dragon came water to take the woman away. Out of his mouth is the information. With that, not with external fighting, with internal fighting. So surely, how many thinkers have already said, our real fight, the cyber fight, which has to do with information. What information get to the people? I said the real fight is not the external fight. It's if you can reprogram the guys, the political thing. You see also here, Jesus tells this parable, then the Pharisees realize they talk about them, so they want to take Jesus out, but they are afraid of the people. The people have a lot of political power. If they think on a certain way, the rulers have a problem there. Too much people. Although you see now protests against Israel, all places. The UK, in Manhattan, in Germany, in France, big protests against the Jews. You will say there is a heavy sentiment from all sorts of angles. Surely the Eastern people are against, but then you have Western people. They are not stupid. You have the rulers of the world. All right. Now, surely the parables start telling us something about the rulers. Surely, just the story after this, the people come and ask. They say, wow, we see. You don't look at what people say. You just are very truthful. You do not look at the person who he is. You tell straight what is the way of God. Tell us something. Must we pay Caesar his tribute? No, this is a very tricky question. So the whole thing of the story has to do, you have to respect the ownership. The whole story goes, the servants go, and they say, no, this is ours, not yours. This is the whole story. And the answer of the story say, if you don't respect ownership, you're going to be destroyed. Now, surely there's no heavy thing because they have killed his son. But now, surely you have not to respect the ownership. Now, they come now with the question about the Caesar. Must we pay tax to the Caesar? Must we pay tribute to the Caesar? You know the tribute countries. Korea was a tribute country to China.
Yes.
They have to give horses. They have to give women. They have to give children. They have to give gold. This is tribute. They call it tribute country. This is not just money. They have to pay on the agriculture so much. so much clothes, so much everything the country has, they have to pay tribute. Why? Because if you don't pay tribute, we are going to invade you.
Yes, they say I look just like the woman that in the Tang Dynasty.
Yeah.
If I'm in the Tang Dynasty, I'll be chosen as the top conquered by the
Yeah.
women. I said, oh, you mean I will be a president to the other country?
Yes, they have to give even the princesses for peace.
Yeah, really. 30 horses and 10 women. Those are 10 beauty women.
The whole story of the Empress Qi was the woman. Mongolia from at that time, from Korea, and she, together with her mother, was on the way to the Mongolian palace, and then her mother was killed in the process, and she get away. So later she get again into the palace. And then she work her way up. The emperor have like her, and she'll get away, and eventually she become an empress. So, all the stories from a tribute woman until she become an empress. Now, when she run away, she have to pretend she is a guy, and nobody respects you as a guy if you are not good in something. So she was very good into arrows, but she has to practice very hard to be just as good as the guys. So then she's a good girl, so she get in up in the higher ranks. And in the palace, if they want to bully her, then surely she know how to fight. So eventually everyone respect her. So surely she have a long process before she can actually become the empress. So many little stories they have, very interesting stories. Don't know, the Chinese think of all sorts of stories and tricks and whatsoever.
Surely if people want to run away.
Just because she have a hard life, she's a little bit more equipped to run the things there in the palace, all the tricks. She tricked the other people also. All right, so, but here's the question. Must we pay tribute? Now surely the whole question is you have to pay tribute to God. Can you stand there? Now the question is, what must we pay tribute to God? Now the answer Jesus gives to them, he said, all right, show me a penny. But Jesus revealed now. Now surely if you have a good leader, he has to protect your country. You have to honor him, because otherwise the enemy will come and take your woman and take your farm and whatsoever. So you have to say, what, the leader must be honored. No. So he has to have his army, you have to help him in his army. Can you stand me? You have to say, if somebody do something for you, he cannot do it for free. You see, David had the whole problem. He protect the farmers, the savage farmers' place. He is all his army, and he is successful. Then he need food. He said, can you give me food? And the guy said, who are you? Then David said, before this night is over, I am going to destroy your farm and everything you have. You have to recognize what people do. Not because you live in prosperity, now you just assume things. The rain just come and you have a good harvest, you must just assume something. Can you stand there? You have a lot of children, they can help you on the farm. It's just what? It's just automatically can stand there. So you have to say, how the struggle, Abram cannot have even one child. Or Sarah cannot have a child.
Struggle.
So surely Moses give law. Now here the Sadducees, they don't believe in the resurrection. But there's a clear question, there's a time of resurrection. Now surely the Egyptians also thought there's a time of resurrection. Therefore they preserved their bodies so heavily. And they come and say, well, the oldest brother married a wife, a woman. But then he died, but she had no children. Then Moses said, if that has happened, then the second brother must have the wife so that she can have children. So the marriage is not for marriage, it's for children. So you say, how can she not remarry till 7 brothers? So it has to do to have children. This is the purpose of the relationships, to have fruit. Not a relationship. We say, surely you have to want to get a good relationship of things that fit you, that you have good fruit. So surely the thing that Jesus, God do, He blessed man. And then He not say, you have to marry. No, He say, be fruitful and multiply. He doesn't say marry. He say be fruitful. The purpose of the woman is to have children. So this is not to marry. Should the woman say, it goes to about marriage, or I don't want to marry. No, to have children. This is the purpose. France, for the last 3 months, had no babies. They go negative.
Enjoy themselves, huh?
So what the young people in the past, they said, if I have children, they can work on the farm. I want boys. And surely you need women also. You see, China, 30 million men have no woman. There's not woman in China. Because of the one stupid guy there.
Now I wake up and the day I was born, there is 20 born before me. I'm the only girl. I said, I'm so special. Then I realized maybe this specialness was caused by men.
Yeah. You need equal, otherwise how can you multiply?
Specialness.
They have to say 2.
How many women have abortion before they have abortion?
So they know already. It's a goal.
God, and I bought it. 3 years.
So now the problem come up. Guys are not women. They're not women, it's not children. But children is no future for the CCP. All right, but now listen what Jesus saying. He's saying, show me a penny. Whose face on it? Say, give to Caesar which belong to him. So what belongs? What are the ownership of Caesar? What does he own? You say, no, he owned the country, he owned the people. No, in America say the land is out, it's the government's. You have to pay the government tax. And if you build a bigger house, you pay more tax. I said, no, I thought the land issue. What have you to do with the house now? He said, no, all the material are ours. If you have put more material on as ours, you have to pay tax on it. But Jesus saying, give to the Caesar what belongs to him. He have printed money, Give that back to him. The only thing the Caesar have given you is money. He has not helped you harvest your farm, plant your farm, reap your farm. He has not helped you build your cars, all the things in the factories. He has done nothing except he has made money. So Jesus said, just give that back. It's worthless. It won't feed your stomach. It won't give you a house. It won't let you move. It won't do nothing. Give it back to him as rocks.
Only thing you think of is the money.
Only thing the government have give is money. Can you just understand? They say, give that back to him. It's worthless for you. The paper is worthless. The gold is worthless. The copper is worthless. The silver is worthless. We cannot make so much things with stuff. We can with copper make wires. And we cannot make so much. We don't need gold. They say, give back to Caesar what belongs to him. The only thing he want to do minings and he want to print money. This is his job. This is his factory. This is what he owns. This is his product. But he say, give to God that belongs to God. Now, wow, this is the question now. This is now the question of this parable. What must you give back? Surely the money belongs to Caesar, not to God. The church say, give us money, then you give to the kingdom of God. But here Jesus said, give to Caesar what belongs to him, back to God which belongs to him. But no, what must you give if you must not give money? Can you just take this parable and then I can rebuke the people? And this is our whole Bitcoin story. Give back to, don't use cash, don't use dollars, don't buy the bonds, the treasury bonds of, they call it treasury. No, it's the debt. I cannot still understand what is bonds. You have to ask your mother, what is bonds? What is the idea behind it? How could somebody invest in debt? Huh? I will invest in a company that progress, not that go down and go bankrupt. I don't want a company that have a lot of debt. I want a company that has a big surplus of cash. To ask your mother, what is the idea about buying bonds, which is the debt of governments? Well, what is the idea behind it?
This is so funny. Such a good talk show. How could you invest in other people's money? How could you invest in other people's
Why would you buy this debt?
Such a good talk show.
This is so you have to ask your mother why. You know, and countries buy, they call it treasury bonds.
It's like, I'll show you some good things you can do.
Yeah.
But the bad thing of the people, you can't use it as a good thing. You really don't really have no more contribution as it.
All right, now what they say, we give you 4.5% interest. Where do they get the money to interest and must borrow more money? This whole printing of money has put us in so many problems, so many strange things, so many weirdness, just because somebody can print money. So many problems that we cannot solve. Inflation, just there's no way to get out of this, out of the inflation. So many problems, just the whole scheme that they justify that you can print money. The whole world struggle just because of somebody have said we can print money. I cannot even express the ridiculous thing. Try to get solutions of it. The only solution is say, well, the industry must produce more than the inflation rate. Then we can get ahead.
Yeah, that's what I see.
All right, but why don't you bring the inflation down? Don't print money. All right, so the question about the tribute to Caesar, the tax to Caesar. This is the question that I ask here. Mm-hmm. So Jesus summarizes it, just give the money back to Caesar. This is the only product he has. All the other products you make. You can build the roads. You can build the internet lines. And we are so happy that the internet lines have not yet fallen the government state. Then we will have such a bad internet, such a slow internet.
Does the Chinese have to help you to do the antenna app also?
Yes.
Just give you a little bit of
Yeah. So can you just understand? So Jesus makes a statement. He said, give to Caesar. The only thing you have done is money, but this is not value. Well, what's the value of it? They have no value. And you put so much high value to the thing. It's just like a brand. But it has no value. You want to measure now all the labor of people and everything people do. And all the structures and products in that money. It's just because you accept it. When the people don't accept it, the governments have no power, because the only power are their money they print. This is their product. They've invented money printing machine. And now they print money. And then they tell you if you have this, it's worth so much. It's just a propaganda, just a lie. They have not given you a product. They don't give you a lemon or an apple. It can do nothing for you. At least a lemon apple can feed you. A health can feed you. If the guy in your garden, at least your garden is clean. You don't have to, you have beautiful flowers. You can this has value. But what has the paper value? And then say it has much value. So surely they have now to force it, to propagate it, to have a narrative to it, to indoctrinate you about how much value this has. And now people have a concept, this is money, they have worth money. Alright, but the question comes now. Now I say, but give to God, which belongs to Him. What He's the owner. Alright, now the story starts. The vineyard, the wall, the patch, the wine press, the tower, lent to the farmers. God sent one of His servants. The man sent one of his servants to collect some rent, what belongs to him. He's the owner. It's his ownership. So the whole communism system has nothing to do with ownership. Here is clearly what belongs to God. So you have to say what belongs to God. What must you give back to God? What does God say must you pay? Must you pay money? So even Solomon said, after he built the temple, he said, all right, we dedicate and have now thousands of sheep and so sacrifice, help the priest a little bit to have a good time, and they have to maybe say what God wants, we don't know, but you don't. What can we give to you? You don't live in a little temple like that. The heavens are your throne and the earth are your footstool. What type of house can we build for you? Can you build a house like the heavens? This is a big house, a beautiful house, vast house, powerful house, a lot of planets, a lot of energy. Can you build a house like that? Structure like that to live in? I don't want to live in a boring place. You want to live in a big place, an interesting place. Alright, so what can we give back to God? So He's the owner. He give you a product. What are you going to pay back? So He sent a servant to tell you what you must give back. So the servant comes and says, we need some rent, but what is the rent? Alright, so let us say the first servant, Moses. God sent him in the world. He bring the laws. You shall not steal. He bring the morals. Now, surely this is a shadow, so that you at least what you can see with your eyes, to say you shall not steal, say you have to respect ownership. You have to respect the source. The guy has done something, you cannot take it from him, or you cannot get a good price. You have to be moral. You say, but he can give a good price. You have to be clear. You cannot give a good price. You cannot take advantage of him. They say you shall not steal. So the first things, you have to recognize ownership. So surely just this one servant that has come to say, all right, be practical. You don't want somebody to steal from you. Why you trick somebody to steal from him? Now surely they talk to the farmers. Now the farmers are the governments. We know they are the biggest thief. They do something, but we actually don't need them. We can do everything they do. But they say, we uphold the morals and we defend you. But we know the moment you get to the law, it's a messy thing. A stealing, a taking things. Here's the Father. He have invested in the Son. He have raised the Son. He have gone to rugby with the Son. He have gone to his athletes. He have trained the Son. And now you, with a few words, can take all these realities, cut him from his Son. What does your couple of words and paper and things mean? It means nothing. The father has a relationship. The mother has also a relationship. But you cannot say, no, only the mother has a relationship. You have invested heavily. This is his money you have invest. And now you take all his investment away. The relationship, you cut the relationship. What type of justice is that? Because the wife wants to break the relationship, not with the children. You stand there. So this is not real. This is not right. So I can look at so many of these laws. They are not right. This is not justice. Who have think this out? This is a thief that think it out. To favor the weak. Jesus has made it clear, you will have always the poor. You have to honor the strong. To say, I hunger the poor among us, is to say, I hunger the weak above God, because God is the strongest. Why must I hunger God at all? He is strong. He don't need any of my offerings or my fruit. Can you just understand? So when you hunger the weak, you dishunger God. Surely, Solomon come. It's a servant. He bring a message. How do you pay tribute to God? How do you give to God what belongs to God? He say, the fear of the Lord are the foundation of wisdom. So what does that mean? Surely we preach, no, God is a God of love. Don't fear, there's no fear. Surely if the owner is strong, you don't pay him, he comes for you. You have the power to come for you. You see what happened now? You just see what happened. Exactly this. Do you think they won't come for you? Here's Hamas, Palestine. They take Israel. They take hostages. A nice music there in the south. They go for it. Take 250 people. Mostly women. Young women. Do you think Israel not going to come for you? You want these women back? And don't you think Israel has a strong tie with America? America run by the Israel people. I'll give a beautiful name now. BlackRock, the richest investor place, run by Flynn, Larry Flynn or something like this. Nice guy, talk very nice. They have money. He said clearly, we will support Israel. Do you think the Israel people in America, heavy rich, they won't support? There is no activity. They come for us. They are going to destroy them now forever. Don't you think a bigger guy, if you attack him, this is dangerous. Maybe a small guy you can eat a little bit. Yes. But the big guy, you have to be careful. He are reluctant, you can eat him a little bit, but if it becomes too much, he come for you, he will destroy you. If the vineyard don't belong to you, and you have not even planted a vineyard, you have not planted a paradise here on earth. None of these seeds belong to you. You have not genetically make it up. If somebody with that intelligence come for you, you have to be afraid. Sure. Can you stand there? He has a lot of powers. Don't think he has not a lot of powers. Even his kind, he hide himself. So Revelation said the mystery of God are now finished. God hide him. But don't think he don't exist. Don't think he's not very powerful. Don't think his kindness will go forever. You don't have to consider the kindness. Peter say, don't think. He's like, wow, God have not, there's no judgment. Maybe God, he are lenient so that you repent. Repent of what? You have to respect the owner. If he gives something to you and he gives something in kind, you have to respect it. So the Bible says, and even they have no God. Anyone that look at what God has made, said there must be some maker. They have not thanked Him. They have tried to eradicate this out of the world. And not glorify Him. How can you glorify Him? So the question is, here the servant come, Moses come. He said, you shall not steal. You have some element there. Honor your father and your mother. We know on average the father must do a lot for the children. You have to honor the good which people do to you. And surely children just want to go out. Forget about the parents. Surely sometimes the parents are bad to them. They bring a bad culture to the children. Okay, so the children, when they're young, they figure things out. They don't want to be under their rule anymore. But in average, the parents are concerned about their children. Just let there be a divorce. You see how concerned is the parents about the children. Don't think. They are maybe difficult to raise, but because you have not to touch their children. You can stand there. Don't think. So they don't unconscious. They value their children. They don't know why they value it, but surely their eyes are not clearly to see why they value, but they value the children. And the children follow you. If you say, you must stand on your feet. He tried to figure out what does it mean. And we tell at the end, he say, oh, now I understand what to stand on your feet. He silently tried to hear what we say and try to figure out what it means to stand on your feet. This is the condition that he can make a decision not to go to school. He has to stand on his feet. And you say, he say outward. He say, but I can stand on my feet. He say, no, he say inward. And he say, what does that mean? So the children try to figure things out. Don't think and you have to give him good answer. Otherwise they say, well, you have not given me an answer. I have these questions. So the child has a lot of questions, especially when they're still innocent. Can you stand there? And if you give them just a little bit light, little bit basis, they might start running. On that base, if you don't give them any base, it's very difficult for them to get to a base. All right. Here is the first servant. You say, we have to bring morals. God requires you that you don't steal. Because if you steal, you can take from the people you see. Surely you will take from God. You don't see him, he's nowhere. You see, he won't come back and make you responsible. At least people will take you responsible. They will come back, or they won't sell again to you, or whatsoever. They will punish you if you start stealing. So the first servant say, all right, at least plant that thing into you. You have to do what's right. You cannot steal. Though we know the people that steal the most is the rulers, elite people. They steal. They have power and they use that power to gain more power. Not what they work for, but what they can steal from. And you know, I tell you, the easiest target people to steal from the foolish, the poor. They don't figure out. So, you know, a lot of stories how the insurances steal from the black. Because they are not so clear on things. You can steal easier from them. The people more educated, you cannot steal so much from them. And you have not to say they find it only out the day they must not buy the funeral for the grandmother or whatsoever. Oh, the insurance has not covered this, the insurance has covered this, the government has covered that, or whatsoever. Then they find out that it's too late. Can't stand there. So, this is also what they do. They are smart people. They are Israel people. They are smart people. They know you can do nothing. You must know she are going to steal from you. If you are not capable and you are not interested, you have no she are going to steal from you. Can stand there. Even she's beautiful. Even she come from a good house. See what she can do. Otherwise she have no concept. You shall not steal. She have not, if she are spoiled, she have no concept. I have to work. I cannot. So she just expect now the husband must give them now everything her parents have give to her. Can stand there. If she not give, she's very upset. No, a parent can give, but the children must learn to produce things themselves. The parents can just give them a better environment, give them a computer that they play better chess, so that they can excel better than what they have, because they have not all that environment or that opportunity. You just give them, but they still have to excel. You cannot help them that they don't have to do anything and provide for them. You have to say they are in a problem place. They have to provide. You can just say that they can provide more for themselves. Otherwise, you raise a foolish, so Solomon said, a foolish son dry up the bones of the mother. It means make the mother so upset, so bitter. Dry her life up. You have to train your son that he are capable. So then he's useful. You can be proud of him. He have honor you because you have teaching things. Now he cannot understand, but later he will understand what you have done for him. And if he are capable, he can look after himself, he can look out for you. Because he get rich, you get rich. Can stand there. If you have training, if you give him a good base. So surely what happened, you see, this is all these tricks that's happened in this world. Now, you go to school. What is the trick? Now we think the school teaches something. And what you teach is the same as the school. School is free. So what value what you do become much lesser. This is the same what Google do. They give all this software, and the software is very good. Free. Now what programmer can compete with them? Must they also write free software? Day and night, they say open source, they propagate it as a noble thing. How many of these young guys say open source, and then they stop just with their library? True. Now, what they do, the value of what any other programmer do is nothing. They must go and work for the big Google, because they can give it free. Surely you cannot give it free. They have a different business plan. You have not that business plan. So even you do a heavy software, you cannot survive. So this is what same what they do. They teach the children. Then the children think, all right, you teach a little bit, but the school have teach me much more. Why must I honor you? Because in a year it's not good to teach the children. It's not good to give the software free, but you bring a lot of other problems into the society. So something is not right. Now, surely Google could not have done this if they have not catch you with a different business. The government could also not give you school if they have not can print money or force money from you. So they have always a scheme why they can do it, which you have to pay for, but now the child don't think you have to pay for his school and for his education. They think the government has paid for his school. And surely the government is very clear. They have to program you. You think the government is very important. Then they can print money so that you can think it's important, so that you must say, I need a government.
Yeah, people said to me, without communism, there won't be you. I said, get out of here.
All right, so the governments want to be the owner of the harvests, of the people, of what the people do. No, God is the owner of the people. He has planted the seed of the people. Outside and inside, He has put a physical body and a spirit in. It's a seed. So Paul said, if you sow in the flesh, you will reap corruption, but if you sow in the spirit, so there's the seed of the spirit, you will reap the things of the spirit, eternal life from the spirit. So there's the seed of the spirit. So God planted the seed of the spirit in man, the seed of the spirit of life. And surely the seed give him understanding, make him superior than the animals, give him civilization. This is his seed. He has planted. It comes back from you. Your spirit go out, even your body can live. You are just vegetable.
True.
Can you just understand?
I see.
So your spirit mix with the body and give you a lot of understanding and wisdom and revelation, civilization and structure, and give you a lot of factories, a lot of fruit to give you this. We have planted, have you planted? But no, the government wants your spirit. They say you own, the children belongs to them. They can take your children any times away. They must just, how you raise your children, good or not.
See.
Who have given them the right? Are they under God? Are they, must they reply back to God what they do? Oh, surely Paul saying, he talked to the shepherds. He said, I'm also a shepherd. He said, look good after your sheep. Can you stand there? Because they care for your soul. Alright, so all I say, surely here, Solomon come, he's one of the servants. How does he say, my son, listen to the instruction of your father and the teaching of your mother? As he listened to them. Surely they will instruct you, they will tell you, you must not go this road, go that road. This road, they have already gone through things, they see things don't work out. They have seen some of their foolishness, they want to tell you not to follow that foolishness. They want to help you. Can you say? So surely David came also, he's a servant. He said, blessed is the man that don't walk with the ungodly. No, ungodly is, don't recognize God. Now look at this world. How many recognize God? Look at all the media. How many recognize God? And those that recognize God are a fake. They're just fake. They know nothing about God. They pretend. Pretenders, and sure people say, well, they pretend. But most of the people have no recognition. And then when they recognize the Pepsi Cola, say, wow, the Bible say, feed the hungry. We have to feed all the Palestinians. And it stands in Saint Mark, or Saint Luke. They call each of the saints, Saint Luke. So they may use it. So America can print their money so that they can give food to the Palestinians. And you have to pay for it. People must pay for it. It is good if you pay it out of your own pocket, but it is not good if you say it that your pocket gets full so that you can help somebody else. That's exactly what happened. And this is exactly the argument the preachers use. And you know, Rodney, help a little bit. When the storm come, help the people and give the hungry some food. But he first come in his pocket. He decided how much go out. Now, so you have to ask this question again. What belongs to God and what must you give to God? This is not a simple question. Wow, surely, rightly assume that if you give to Him, you give to God. Because is He not the servant of God? God that gifted Him. He assumed it. Even they teach the children from young in Rotley. They say, you can never have a harvest if you're not first plant. You want something from God? You want a toy? You want a bike? You have first to plant seed. What is the seed? You have to give money to us. It is such a good argument. You have to sow. Don't surely have to sow. But the deception.
Same account. Government also do something.
I say, you see, if you give to us, you sow seed. And if you don't sow seed, how can you get the God? So you can gain nothing from God except if you plant seeds in the church. And they are very clear as money. The argument is so much, but who say I give to God if I give to you? You are not God. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if you come from God. If you're a badge and God plants something in you, why? And even you come from God, who say you speak the words of God? And do you think God will say, I give money to you? Is this what God wants? That I must give money to you? No, God say, you go into all the world, make nations of all you must do the event, not just a few people. The work, ministry of the work of the saints. Or are you not the same? All right, you have to work and who are going to pay you now? You have to be a little bit mathematical. Do you think God is a stupid God? If He can make these things on this creation, do you think He's foolish? Do you think you can have these simple arguments for Him? Do you think when you must say what you have done, you can give this argument to Him? You have no fear. You have not realized if He can make a little seed, do you think He will not see through all your devices? And I am not going to judge you. You cannot can Him like you can the people. So can you just understand? So you have to ask really, what is the logic? Moses has said, all that Moses has said, well, they tried to build the temple to say, you have to, there's a God also. You have to think there's a God also. But that has nothing to do with the temple. Solomon said, it has nothing to do with this temple. You don't stay in the temple. And what else can I build for you at all? So he said, even I do know what Moses said, but I cannot figure out this. Something is not completely. It's maybe a shadow or representation, but it's not a thing. So Jesus tells here a parable. It seems so simple. And you think I know the story. No, he tells very crucial realities. Do you think God is stupid? Do you think Jesus has said stupid things? A simple story. No, I tell you, there's no farmers. And there's servants that tell them what they must give back to God. What does you own? This is not a simple question. So we have simplified and give money to the church, then you give to God. No. So even Paul said, I'm not interested in your things, I'm interested in your heart. They are not interested in your heart. They're interested in your money. They have to present something as if they give something to your heart, but they are interested in their money. They are not interested in your heart. They have no time for you. You must come in the church, go fast the out, that the next group can come in, that we can collect money, and the next group can come in. We give them fast the same little message, sing a little bit, and see their phone, and get a little money. We have to be productive here. We have just one guy, everything come to him. So John mentions clearly, you can have groups, but we want no preacher there. The leader can only tell what they say. They must tell.
The sharp-faced long-hair guy.
And again, this weird guy must say, wow, this is God. And the Haiti.
Go and read your Bible and cut your hair.
Haiti. No anointing, just emotion. John said like it's just a makeup there. Oh, I lie on the floor, I cannot stand. I say, give me a good word and anointing. Play on the people, sir. I say, wow, they represent God. No, what is the wisdom? Just give me the wisdom. You see, here Solomon talk about this. I say, the fear of God, the foundation of wisdom. Why must you fear him? You have to start seeing this guy is not a simple guy. If he can make this, do you think you can pass it? He have already recorded everything you do. Do you think if you can record, he cannot record? You have angels that record everything you do.
Yes.
They have books there, databases, computers there. They call you up.
Prophet called up and said, you.
They have cameras, they check what you do.
Yes, each of your words is counted.
Some of your words are counted, yeah. So they write each word you say down.
Sometimes you don't even consider or connect.
And they counted, and in a dream tell them, say you cannot do that, be careful.
Well, other people heard you, but you forget about it. The prophets. They said you are very unclean, but you are very clean. Don't listen to them. What are you,
Don't think God has not a clear network of what happened on this world. He sees each one. And he has messengers that report back to him. They say, don't think the angel of this little brother, this little one, stand before God. What are you going to say? They are going to report what you have done to this little one. They are going to report, and surely, what if God said it was not right? And they say, all right, you're going to do this and this. So therefore, Hebrews say, don't revenge you. God will revenge you. Do you think this is not his earth and his people? Do you think he has not planted the seed? Do you think he cannot manage? The Bible says, you keep all things, maintain all things by the word of your power. He managed it. And he has power, he has a lot of angels. We say a word, something happened. He sent the angel out. Something is going to happen. Don't think something is going to happen. He has power, his words. If he says something, something happened. Elon Musk says something, it happened. You have a lot of engineers who think they'll do that on the, it's not going to happen. If you say, I don't like this, they don't happen. He has a lot of power. What he say happens. So God say, he has a lot of power. So surely, Jesus said to the Pharisees, you don't know the scriptures, nor the power of God. Yeah, I know the scriptures, but do you know the power of God? And who can define what is the power of God? All right, but surely these are the servants which they beat up. Like Paul. In each city come, they beat him up. Paul had a message to the farmers. We are all farmers. Saying the gospel of the power of God to salvation. So you have a message. They say, yeah, you have to find the power of God. Otherwise you won't be fruitful. You won't save your vineyard. You won't save your factory. You won't have a wall. The enemy will come up. You have to be delivered from your enemy. What message? Do we ever hear this message? You need the power of God to be fruitful. And Moses said, you have to be moral. Another message says, you need the power of God in your life. Otherwise you cannot get free from the enemies. The enemies will come and ruin your vineyard. Why do you need walls and a tower if there's no enemies? So now this is a different message, which Paul says, not a moral message or wisdom message. He's saying, no, the gospel or the power of God to salvation. So he says, when I came to you, and my preaching and my speech was not just words of wisdom like Solomon, but it was the demonstration of spirit and power. You say, no, your wisdom and your morals is good, and your traditions is good, and the wisdom is good, but no, you need the power of God. You have a different message. So God wants you to have power. And he says, follow Christ. He has shown us something of the power of God, which you have to implement in your vineyard. With the power of God, God has created the universe. This is His power. This is His intellect. This is His capabilities. This is what He can output. This is His power He has created. I say, yeah, because how long have you worked on the seed? How many times must He get exhausted? How complex must He have thought? How many tools must He have had to create this intelligence, this program, this DNA in the cell? That work in this normal universe, this thing, give it a little bit water or whatsoever. There's just chemicals in the universe. Here, the seed come up. Independent, so many principles you have to think of. To think is simple, this is His power. Surely He needs a lot of energy, a lot of intelligence. Maybe a lot of tools to do this. How many tools must I have to build something good? You have to build a layer and then that layer and then that before you can build a man. You need many other layers. You have tried with this buck and this animal and this, or this don't work and this until you get this is the optimum unit. Product. And then there's things He put inside, also programs. We talk about the spirit He blow in. This powerful type of software. Generate software. This is His power. Have you that power? No, the bug will take you out. The mosquito will take you out. Enemy will take you out. The water out of the mouth of the dragon will take you out. China, a lot of water spread over all. And the people are swept away by it. Alright. Surely John is also a servant. He has also a message. Because you must say, what must I give back to God? Surely God say you can give nothing back. Surely Solomon say you can give me nothing. You cannot build things for. You give God, no, you have to give power back. If you have not the power of God, how can you give Him something? The cat can sit maybe there and look cute. But the child is much more interesting. You're going to throw away the cat, but your child you won't throw away.
Exactly.
Can you just understand? No. So you need power, otherwise you can give nothing back to God. So here, Paul say, you need power. You need faith. You cannot come to God without faith. You say, the gospel is the power of God to salvation for everyone that believes. Now you have not the power, but you have a taste of the power. But then you have to go further with the power. You have to stand in the power. You have to believe in the power. There's no power. Everything goes on there. And when John came, he tell other things. You see how he opened his gospel. He said, the beginning is the word. Come. You have to realize the importance of logic. God has made everything by logic. You have to be logical. You must create things by logic. You have to develop your logic. I say your life depends on this logic. In the word was life. Everything was created. This is very close to God. So you have to have things that's close to God. which God uses. If you use it, God will be happy with you. You have to use logic. All this foolishness, say, why is it not? Why is it not? Why is it? There's no reasons. Not there's logic. So, John said, there must be logic. It must come in the world, the logic. It must become a flesh part of us. We don't want foolishness. So he say the importance of the word. Logic. God is logic. Oh, magic, we say. Emotional. No, he's logical. Cold, hard logic. Logic work. There's not logic, he don't work. Must say we will put starship up as far as physical possible. There is a physical logic. You cannot pass the physics. This is what the formulas say. This is what is going to happen. There's no magic. So you say, God, logic. If you want to please God, you must be like God. You want to give something back to God, you must give something which He thinks is important or how He is. You cannot get a relationship or favor if you don't know the woman, what she wants. Can you stand there? What the guy wants, you have to know that. You say, God is the word, God is logic. From the beginning, and not just add something. So He's from the beginning to the end logic. So if you are logic, maybe you will favor God. Therefore, Solomon say, the fear of the Lord, the foundation of wisdom. So all my wisdom came from logic. I have to fear. You say a fool, say there's no God. God is logic. You must be very foolish not to think there's a God. He said, but we don't see it. Therefore there's no God. You can see how you're stupid. What has caused all these things? No. So if you are logic, you have to say God is logic. You will realize. But yeah. But then John say, it was from the beginning. We see it, we touch it, hear it, about the word of life. Then the life was manifested. Now, surely, this is a big concept. What does God do? He have made life. So something, if you also do life, it's maybe something which God do. You will associate. He will listen to you. He will, if you are Elon Musk, only the smart engineers he will talk to. He is smart. If you are smart, he don't listen to you. Yes. You will get nothing. If you don't do what God do, you are unimportant for Him. What have He done on this earth? We call it life. We can call it anything else. But this is what He wants. So if you bring forth life, this is what He wants. This is also what He said there to Adam. Be fruitful and multiply in all sorts of ways. Fill the earth. Submit the earth. It's your enemy. Bring structure. Bring life. Bring abundance into this earth. This is what God has done. This is what He wants you also to do. And if you do it, you will come closer to Him. He won't be angry with you. He will, you see, they must bring forth the fruit of the vineyard. So he has planted the vineyard, and therefore you have to do the same. You have to help the vineyard to bring more fruit forth. You must also build factories to make all sorts of forms of products out of this. All right. Now, surely you can listen to each of the servants. But surely that all these servants are beaten or silenced or cancelled, or it's not in the culture of your nation. At least here among the Afrikaners, a little bit Christianity in the culture. But you have not grown in a culture where there's Christianity. There's a little bit, it's just a two-drop that you even react. Your mother, how educated, she don't even know anything about this. She don't say, well, it's Confucius, but there's a Bible also. She liked the poems and so on.
She don't even talk to me Confucius. Otherwise, my moral standard will be very clear.
More clearer.
Tell me what's right and wrong. I can judge very clear. She cannot even judge herself.
We don't accept Christianity. But Paul said, he tried to preach to these people. I said, forget it, I'm going to. And he said, only a remnant, a small part of them are going to be saved. Not that Moses was bad, or Solomon or David was bad. They would say, don't walk, don't sit among the sinners, or don't stand in the places of the sinners, don't sit among the mockers, but meditate day and night on the law of God, and then you will be like a tree planted at rivers, and you will have fruit on your time. Everything you do will be prosperous. So he's saying, look at the law. But here Jesus comes. Surely the rulers have something against you. They won't accept till to this day. They are the power in this world. They are the money in this world. They are the narrative in this world. They have the control over the vineyard. They say, let us remove him from the vineyard. Remove him from the school. In America, you see, there is their center, there's their power there in America. Remove him from the school. State and religion are two different things. No, religion is everything. Your schools, your buildings, your everything come from the owner. No, we don't want them to do that. And if you teach something, like you can teach Muslim and Buddha, but not Christianity. They are very clear. They hate the Western people that have accepted a little bit the Son's message. Don't think this parable talk. Even here the Pharisees know they talk about them. And they say, we are the rulers of the world, and this is the farmers of this vineyard. Now, surely, when the Son comes, you have also a message. You say, the time is fulfilled. And the kingdom of God is at hand. We are going to throw out all the farmers. We are going to establish farmers that will deliver their fruit. Please God. Give to what belongs to God. We are going to remove Caesar's money system. The kingdom of God is at hand. Change your way and believe this good news. So this is the first thing Jesus taught. He said there are coming realm chains, government chains, kingdom chains. So surely this is the parable. So surely clearly here the parable. So they talk about Caesar also, and the Pharisees know they talk about them. They walk in check. So surely Paul say you've killed your prophets and killed the Lord of glory, and our apostles, you hinder us that we can preach to the heathen. So, what is the message? What must we give back to God? And surely each of the servants bring a message. What do you have to do? To give back to God. And none of these messages have anything to do with money. Moses say you have to be moral. Solomon say fear God. David say meditate in the law. Paul say you need the power of God. John say you need the word of life. You need life. They say you Savior have come through the water and the blood. You have to work. You have to pay a price inside and outside. Surely Jesus come also and say what we have to do. He say, the guy asked him, what is the commandment? What must we do? They say, love God with all your heart, all your soul, all your mind, and all your strength. And the second command, love your neighbor as yourself.